Hey guys, Adorably Jess here, and I know it's been a hot minute, but I wanted to fill you in on an update. You may notice a different background. I am out of town and in a hotel room when I'm filming this, but I've been wanting to film this video for a little while now. Anywho, I want to tell you about an experience I had recently, and it started off as the worst experience I ever had at Sephora, and then it ended up being one of the best. So, I am a Sephora VIB, and what that means is that I spent so much money there with the rewards program, and so whenever you become a VIB, like kind of like VIP status, they give you this like new card instead of just the normal Sephora rewards card, and one is a complimentary makeover. So I decided I was going to film a makeover, and I wanted to actually show you guys the makeover. This is not the makeover by any means. Basically a lot happened, and so I'm having to make this video well after the fact. So unfortunately I do not have the makeup that they put on me. This was a week ago. So anywho. So I was running late. I had my makeover scheduled for a Friday at 5 p.m. downtown, okay, at one of the biggest malls in my city, my state, probably the biggest mall actually. So I was running late and I was super flustered because Walgreens messed up. They refilled the wrong prescription for my seizure medication. They filled an old medication that my neurologist switched me from to a new, like, basically I was on one medication called Keppra, and then he switched me to Lamictal instead because of all the side effects I was having with Keppra. That's a whole other story. Anyway, so I was running late because I needed my correct medication fill. So I got to Sephora, and I'm like rushing, almost running through the mall and everything to get there. And I got there at 10 minutes after 5, or maybe it was 12. But I mean, it wasn't 30 minutes, it wasn't an hour. It was either 10 to 12 minutes because I remember checking my phone as I was running through Macy's. So I run up to the middle of the store in Sephora where the makeup area is. And I rush over and I tell the lady standing there, I'm like, hi, I'm so sorry, I'm running late. I have an appointment at 5. My name is da-da-da-da. And the lady, her name was Jules, and she was the manager of the store. So Jules had an attitude about the situation. She was just like, well, and granted, she's older than me. I'm 27, she was in her 30s or something, so this is not some like teeny bopper that just started there or anything, okay? This is a manager of the store, which means she has been there for a while, which means she should know customer service. Anywho, back to the story. So she was just like, well, I have a store to run, what's your name? And like rolling her eyes, and just kept and I'm like, I'm so sorry, if I need to I can reschedule. Granted, it was a Friday. They stopped making appointments at 5. There were several makeup artists standing around. This is a complimentary makeover, okay? This is not like me being late to brain surgery or something. And she's like, I understand. I do. I have a store to run, but I understand. And I was just like, oh, do you have seizures too? Completely just thinking like, oh, we could be seizure twinsies or whatever and just talk about, you know, how much it sucks and have a good joke. No, she was comparing running the store to having a seizure. And she's like, no, but I have a store to run. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. I can reschedule, you know, if it's a problem. But I don't, you know, I want to make sure I get the right medication filled, so for my own safety and health. And she's like, I have a store to run, okay? And I'm like, yeah, but I don't want to be a liability. She's like, you could have called. I'm like, I was dealing with the medication issue. And she's like, well, I can see if they can do something, if they can fit you in. But, I mean, come on now. I actually have a store to run here. And I was just like, oh my God. And so I ended up starting to cry because the way she was acting, she really didn't give one flying fuck about me. And I've never had anyone be that mean to my face about my seizures or anything. So the makeup artist was super sweet, but I told her, like, I'm sorry, I can't do this. Like, my heart is pounding because I started crying. I'm just sitting there waiting for the makeup artist to start, and like tears are rolling down my cheeks. People are looking at me, and the manager walks by, Jules walks by, and is just like, and I don't know if you can see this. Hold on. This is, just ignore the bangs aside, but it's, just doing that to me while I'm crying, just staring at her, like, but like tears are coming down. So I had to tell the makeup artist that I am so sorry. I can't do it. Like, you can't put makeup on my face if I'm crying. And so I explained what happened as quietly as I could. And then I ended up tweeting about it because I was like, I basically had to leave. I couldn't get the makeover. I was crying. I was starting to panic, and I just had to get out of that store. And the makeup artist was super cool with it, and she acted like it was no big deal because I have anxiety, and my heart was pounding, and I was worried I was going to have a panic attack because panic attacks can trigger seizures with me. So I was just like this whole big mess, kind of thing. Anywho, so I tweeted about it, and then Sephora contacted me through Twitter, and then the main manager above Jules contacted me and was like, let's just set up a time to talk on the phone. I'm so sorry, blah, blah, blah. Please come back in. And I'm like, I just don't want I don't want Jules to be around. And you don't have to apologize. It's Jules that has to apologize. Like the makeup artist was apologizing too. And I'm like, it's not y'all that did anything wrong. It's her. And I'm getting upset just thinking about it because I'm very sensitive. Anywho, so the main manager, Ashley was her name, ended up comping me like a free foundation, my choice, any price. Makeup artist, her name was Serena, and she was super awesome. And she ended up hooking me up with samples and everything. And then I ended up getting the blush and lipstick that she used on me. I'm not even going to try to pronounce this. I got that, which is what I am wearing today because I was waiting to try this. And that is what it looks like. And I ended up buying NARS blush in Deep Throat, and that's what I am wearing. That is what it looks like. And I got NARS lipstick in Cruising, which is 1088, which the shade actually, that's what I'm wearing right now. I didn't think I would like it, but as I just drop everything, that is what it looks like. And it's really subtle. A little more on. And then basically she made it rain on me with samples. Not literally, but I mean, she hooked a girl up with just sample after sample after sample after sample after sample. So if you actually want me to review some of these samples, like what's a good one? Oh, the 24K Gold Mask Pure Luxury Lift and Fur Mask by Peter Thomas Roth. Let me know in the comments down below. Like, comment, subscribe. And so that is how, just because of the sheer amount of samples I got and the free foundation, because it's really pricey, And the makeup artist even said, like, we're gonna get you the most expensive foundation we can find in here. So she was awesome. Anywho, let me know if you guys have ever had a bad experience at a store and then they turned it around and made it your best experience. Like, comment, subscribe. Love you guys. Bye.